What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about Web3. As you might have seen on the news, YouTube, and news articles, people are talking about the Web3. So what is Web3? Well, to find about Web3, we have to start from the foundation of the web, which is Web 1. Web 1 was a time period when the internet was founded. People were only able to read information from the webmaster, being companies like Yahoo, Explorers, or big companies of the time. In the time period of Web 1, people were only able to receive information. You can infer on the picture over here, which shows the two arrows to the computer, meaning that you can only read information from the cloud. And the big companies would put information on the cloud and you were able to receive that information, but you couldn't interact with it like Web 2 and Web 3, which we'll talk later on. Web 1 was mostly utilized by scientists in the beginning in order to share data faster. So this is Web 1. Web 1 was the time period on the late 90s and early 2000s. After Web 1, we have the evolution to Web 2, which is the current and kind of previous web, as right now we're on Web 3. Web 2 is the current web that we all love and use. In Web 2, we are able to receive information data and able to send it back to the cloud so other people can see. We can infer from this picture over here that Web 2 includes this information that we use and watch today, like Facebook, YouTube, meaning you can read information from the cloud, which would be like the videos you watch on YouTube, and you were able to send information from the cloud, meaning uploading YouTube videos. Contradict to Web 1. In Web 1, you can only read information from the big companies. However, over here, we could somehow interact, but not fully interact, only little. And Web 2 has an authority, which is YouTube, Google, Facebook, meaning it's not decentralized and it's really not that free. We're going to talk about Web 3, where it's decentralized now. So Web 3 is the future and the present web as it's starting right now. In Web 3, you don't need permission from a central authority to post anything on the web. There is no central controlling mode and not a single point of failure. Additionally, Web 3 implements bottom-up design. Instead of code being written up and controlled by a small group of experts, it was developed in a full view of everyone, meaning everyone can copy the code and create their own thing, which encourages maximum participation and creating new experiments, new websites, new interface, which we have seen with the Sandbox project, Eartha, Earth 2.0, and other companies like that. Lastly, there is a electronic currency separated from the real-life currency, which we have seen with Ethereum, Bitcoin, which we could interact on the Web3 and buy and purchase stuff online, which we would use OpenSea with the NFTs and the cards that we can buy, as I've talked about in the um, previous videos. And lastly, I wanted to say that Web3 offers freedom and encourages participation in a decentralized land. So this word over here, decentralized, means that there is no a big authority like Facebook or YouTube, and because of the bottom-up design, people are able to basically see the coding that these companies would not share on Web 2.0 and create their own playground, like the decentralized project, sandbox project, where you can create your own thing if you have purchased land, and any other projects in the future. So Web 3 is really free from everyone. You don't have rules. You can create basically whatever you want at a point. Obviously, not like, well, maybe even illegal stuff. Maybe people can go through it, and you can use the history of the web here to see how it works. So in the Web 1, as I said in the beginning, you could only read information from the cloud from the big tech companies. On Web 2.0, you can receive information from the cloud and you can also send information to the cloud, like reading a Facebook post and posting a Facebook post. In Web 2.0, we had the most interaction, as you could post, comment on other people's pages, so there's a lot of interaction in Web 2.0. Web 3.0 is even a bigger land because people can create their own thing. They're not locked into Facebook, YouTube, or any other companies. They can create their own land, their own rules. Basically, it's like a free world. And also, we have the token currency, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all the big currencies. And basically, the Web3, I would put it as a game, really. You have in a game, in a virtual game, you have currency, you have your own character, which you will have in Web3, and basically, you're free to do and go wherever you want, basically. So that's the best way I can think of it. And yeah, I mean, this is Web3 is beginning to roll out now, so maybe there's new stuff in the future that I've missing out, but as of now, this is the Web3. What do you guys think about Web3? Do you like the idea of the decentralized land? Do you prefer the Web 2.0 better? Please let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.